Hello everyone, Sir Z here, your science teacher who loves to make videos. Today we'll talk about energy in motion. We're gonna learn what is speed and how to compute speed. The subtitle says computing speed and velocity, but for this video, we'll be focusing on speed. Remember class that any form of energy is useful only if it can be released and transferred, so it can be applied and used. There are two types of energy, potential and kinetic. If you can still remember this topic, potential is the energy of objects that are not moving, so that means it's a reserved energy. But when the stored energy is applied, it changes into kinetic energy. That means applied energy is moving or is in motion, and once an object moves, there is speed and there is velocity. So, what is speed? Speed, class, is the distance an object travels within a given unit time. It is the rate of an object's motion, or in other words, how fast an object is moving. Speed also is a scalar measurement. Scalar, class, means quantities that are only described by a magnitude or numerical value. Since speed is measured using only numbers, that means it is a type of scalar measurement. To compute speed, we take note of the distance covered, which may be in millimeters, centimeters, inches, and so on. And we divide it with the noted time it took for the object to cover that distance, which can be in seconds, minutes, and so on. After getting the details we need, distance and time, we will write it in the form of a formula, which is V for speed equals d for distance divided by t for time. Again, the formula for computing speed is V equals d divided by t. But what if you keep on forgetting this formula? Or perhaps what's missing is not speed? What if speed is available and what you need to compute is distance? Or what if the teacher asks you to compute for the time? Well, don't worry, because we got a cheat sheet to easily identify and remember the formulas using this formula triangle for speed. D, which is always at the upper half of the triangle, represents distance. At the bottom half of the triangle, V is speed, while D represents time. The horizontal line separating D from V and T is the division line. So if, for example, one of the bottom variables, either V or T, is missing, you will divide D with the remaining available variable at the bottom half. For example, time or T is what's missing, and you have information for distance and speed available. To compute for time, divide D with V. We write the formula for time as T equals D divided by V, or T equals D over V. If V, or speed, is missing, we have D available to be divided with T. We write the formula as V equals D over T, or D divided by T. The vertical line separating V from T is the multiplication line. That means if distance, or D, is missing, we multiply V with T to get the answer for D. We will have D equals V times T. That's it. Just remember that the horizontal line means division between D and V and D and T, while the vertical line is for multiplying V with T. Here's an example. Joseph Gabriel runs the 100-meter dash, completing it in 9.6 seconds. What is Joseph's average speed? Since we'll be computing for speed, the formula is V equals D over T. From this problem, speed is missing, so we write V at the left side of the formula followed by the equal sign. For the distance, we have 100 meters, so it goes up here, replacing the letter D from the formula. For time, we have 9.6 seconds, and we write it in the formula under the division line. Now let's compute. Speed V equals D, distance, divided by T, time. We replace D with 100 meters, or 100 m. We replace T with 9.6 seconds, or 9.6 sec. After dividing, the answer is 10.4 meter per second. The first letter is for the unit used with the distance. The next is for the unit used with the time. This is Mary. Straight from work, Mary went to the nearest market to buy vegetables for dinner. Riding a bus, she arrived at the market after 20 minutes of travel. The market is 100 meters from her office. Problem: how fast was the bus that Mary rode to get to the market? Note: find the speed in meter per minute, so that's going to be m/min. Let's analyze the situation. The formula for speed is V equals D divided by T. For the distance, we have 100 meters. For time, it gave us 20 minutes. Replace D with 100 meters and T with 20 minutes. So 100 meter distance divided by 20 minutes time equals 5 meters per minute. Here's another situation. The students from Kalayaan Elementary School had their field trip to Enchanted Kingdom last December. They left Tarlac at 6 a.m. and reached their destination at 1 p.m. It took them 7 hours to reach Laguna, which is 218 kilometers away from Tarlac. Problem: how fast was the travel from Tarlac to Laguna? Note, find the speed in kilometer per hour, so that's gonna be km/hr. Again, the formula is V equals D over T. The case gave us 218 kilometers for distance, 7 hours for time. Replacing, we now have V equals 218 kilometers divided by 7 hours. The answer is gonna be 31 kilometers per hour. Very good, class. Very good. Now let's get some leg stretching. Question: do you know how fast you can run? Let's go outside to find out. In this activity class, the teacher will set a distance that you need to run, or to be exact, sprint as fast as you can, from a starting line up across the finish line. Once your teacher or group leader shouted, "Go!" Using a stopwatch or stopwatch app in your phone, someone assigned will start the timer once you started the sprint, and then stop it at the point you cross the finish line. Use your crossing time and the distance you sprinted set by the teacher to compute for your average running speed or sprinting speed. Have fun, guys! And that's it for me, class. You've been, as always, super awesome science learners. Go out there, do the activity, and have fun with your speed testing. Just remember, learning science is not about just learning stuff, but more about exercising your brain muscles for adventures and discoveries in real life. Sir Z here, wrapping up for the meantime. See you all again next time for another science learning. God bless everyone, and study well.